the head football coach at BYU, Kalani Sitake. Coach, did we get you the right snacks in the green room back there? You feeling good?
Yes, I'm really happy. Thank you.
Nice hat, by the way.
Yeah, it fits me really well. I'm surprised you guys got one big enough for my head.
Well, if it can fit on my big head, then we're good.
There we go. You'll test it out for me.
We kind of golfed the other day. We didn't get to hang out directly, but we saw each other. How'd you play?
My golf game's not great, but that's okay. BYU fans don't need my golf game to improve right now.
If your golf game's too good, that's
there's
a
something
problem.
wrong. Yeah, so I promise all the fans it will not get better.
That's why you let Kyle Whittingham win the other day, right?
Kalani Sitake with us on BYU Sports Nation. It is 2021 BYU Football Media Day. All right, we just got done talking to the athletic director, Tom Homo. A lot of interesting stuff there, talking about windows opening and closing, depending on TV rights and the college football playoff. So let's just start with the recommendation for a 12-team playoff. What was your initial reaction to finding out that it was going to go from 4 to 12, being in a unique situation at BYU?
I think it's really cool. I think it's really cool that they're opening it up and giving an opportunity to other teams, you know, and seeing the excitement that the fans have for a bigger and broader playoff. And so I just like the fact that it feels inclusive right now for everybody, G5s or P5s or independents, it doesn't matter. And that's a good sign for us at BYU.
Listen, your job is to win games. You're going to let Tom deal with all of that. But I'm sure you have an opinion, and I think I know your answer, but I'll ask you anyway. What do you feel like is the best option for BYU to get into a playoff one day? Because BYU wants to schedule tough, and it's going to be hard to have 0 or 1 losses in a kind of regular year, right? Yet a G5, if you're the highest ranked, you could still maybe have 2 losses and get in, right? So at the end of the day, your job is to win games. But what's your opinion on this?
Yeah, my job is to win games, and I don't like talking about possibility of losing. So,
when you go undefeated.
Well, I don't want to go there first. I want to just.
Well, what do you want then?
We want to perform at our best,
There
and
you
when
go.
we do that, I think we have a really good chance of success, and that's going to be the goal for us. And I think that everything else on the outside, I'll let all the other people handle it. But it seems for me to be trending in a way that's fair for everyone.
And that's the good news.
Sure.
Is because, yes, it's felt like, listen, there's no shot at a 14 playoff. There's not even a shot for every Power 5. So this will be awesome. And let's say you do have a season where you only lose 1 game. There's a chance you get into the 12-team playoff, and that opportunity is exciting.
I just like that it gives a lot more possibilities and options for a champion, rather than, I mean, I think you can see that the same 4 teams more like have been there since they started this thing, and it doesn't really give much to the imagination of possibilities right now. You don't know who's going to win the NBA championship. You don't know who's going, and that's the excitement of the whole setup. And I think that the fact that they're thinking about it and they're looking at trying different things, that's a good sign, and I think it's going to be really good for college football.
If you don't join a group of 5, would you want an independence to maybe do like 3 or 4 Power 5s and give yourselves a better shot at that? Does that matter to you?
I don't know. I don't know how far along the schedules are, and that's probably more a question for Tom.
It is, but I just like asking.
Yeah, I'll ask Tom, and then I'll get back to you. No, I don't know all the answers to that. I just know that our guys are really excited to play a full schedule, and one we know that we're gonna get to, right? And so that's what we're looking forward to is right now. The talk about the future and options and possibilities in the playoff, that's really cool for the sport altogether. But man, we just got to focus on facing Arizona and Las Vegas.
Let's talk about the 2021 schedule. And it was not your fault. BYU, incredibly, as an independent, were able to cobble together a schedule, finish number 11, go 11-1. It was a remarkable season for a lot of reasons. But you couldn't play any Power 5s. You tried several occasions, got shut down. Now you take on 7 Power 5s. What is the key to transitioning from a schedule that featured none to now 7 Power 5 opponents?
Well, I think in last year's schedule, what a lot of people probably miss is the opportunity for so many guys to get valuable reps. And when we were able to change guys out, I mean, Zach could have had way better stats, and we could have had better stats for a lot of different people, but getting that valuable time for the depth to play real-time football that you can't simulate any other time in practice. So having those guys be out there, it's going to be really fun that that it's not going to be their introduction to football. There's going to be some guys come home from missions, other guys are transferring, but for the most part, we really feel good about the experience and the guys going into it. They're not just a regular newcomer. These are guys that have had valuable playing experience time.
Why do you like your chances against 7 Power Fives, specifically with the personnel that you bring back?
Well, I think if you look at last year, performing at our best and trying to get to perform at our best, we did that really consistently. And so we hope that carries over to this year. And if we can do that against Arizona, I like our chances. If we do that against the rest of the schedule, I like our chances. The goal is to get there, be consistent, and then if we're going to have to rely on our depth and make sure that that depth performs as good as we want them to. And maybe some new names that you guys haven't heard from like last year will pop up. I know they will, and hopefully that will give us really good results.
Go ahead and just tell us all those names right now.
List them up.
They're all on the roster.
Yeah, they're on this depth chart. That's like 58 dudes on defense. Can we show this? I mean, everyone got on here, which is super exciting. But yeah, can't wait to break this down the next couple of weeks. Okay,
That's depth.
that's depth, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and we know the starters for some here, but with quarterback, ideally, how much time before Arizona do you know the starter so that you can prepare with that guy with the ones?
I don't know if you could really put yourself in a time crunch. I think that we have a lot of practices to work with, a lot of time even now in the summer. I think that a lot can happen between now and and when fall camp starts, and a lot can happen even within fall camp. So
Even from voluntary player run practices?
yeah, yeah, and a lot of improvement. And so we'll see how it looks in August when coaches are available and to be at practices. And who knows how that's going to shape up, but I know that those guys are working really hard, and the team looks really good right now.
Okay, so to follow up on that, are you telling us that you want a starter named as soon as possible?
That would be nice. That would make my life easier, right? And I think it'll make everyone's life easier. But is it the right thing to do? Is it? I don't want to sit here and say, hey, A-Rod and Fessy, you guys have to make a decision by midway in camp.
Yeah.
I don't think that's right. I think that you kind of just let it play out, let the guys compete. The good thing is that these 3 young men really elevated their play in spring ball, and we hope that there would be a little bit more separation even within the 3. But they all at different times elevated their game and made it really hard for us to choose. So it's a good problem to have for us.
So Jaron Hall's healthy and ready to go.
Yes, he's ready to go.
That's great. Obviously,
yeah, all 3 are ready to go.
and that's amazing. We've talked about Jacob on and off the show. He comes in with this fiery attitude. He kind of reminds me of Max Hall a little bit, where he's like, "Listen, I don't care that I'm the freshman. I don't care that last year I had to be a walk-on." That shows his level of sacrifice. It's impressive, and to say that he fits in with those 2 is pretty notable because they've played and we've seen that they can win important games.
Yeah, and they all have 3 different personalities, but they're all 3 great leaders, and they're all very effective, and they work really well together as a team. I saw those 3 with Zach in the same room elevate our offense and really led our team culture. And so, and seeing the way these 3 compete and the way they work together and the way they care for each other, you can imagine how that's affecting the team in a positive way.
All right, we're into the 2-minute drill here, Coach. So we're going to throw some rapid-fire questions at you. You can give us the short answers. We want to get to as many as we possibly can.
Okay.
So the first question is from the defense. What do you bring back on the defensive line? Short answer.
A lot of talent.
What are the strengths of the team, the whole team, in your opinion?
Strength. Weight
Strength
room.
is the strength.
Yeah.
The weight room is the strength.
Commitment to the weight room and off-season conditioning.
What's the biggest question mark coming back for 2021 BYU football?
Biggest question mark? Well, I would have to say the quarterback.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. How many 1,000-yard receivers will there be?
Not enough.
Good answer. Yeah. True or false? This is the most talent you've had on a roster overall since taking over as head coach.
Well, that's kind of a difficult question to answer, but I would say possibly.
Trending in the right direction?
Yes, yes.
Okay. All right. You survived the lightning round.
Okay. That wasn't that hard. Thanks, guys.
This is the easiest interview we do all day.
I thought you were going to ask my favorite brand of food, stuff like that. That would be really hard for me to choose.
What's your favorite band?
Band?
Musically.
I can't even choose one. You have to give me a specific genre.
What's your favorite genre?
I don't have a favorite genre. That's the problem.
What's your least favorite genre?
Probably opera. I just don't understand it that well.
Yeah, Italian. I don't know Italian.
Yeah.
Okay.
But everything else, I'm good for.
Nice.
Finish with this. What are you hoping to accomplish in now this very valuable time off before you get into fall camp? How do you balance everything, personal life, and with the pressures of being a head coach as you push towards?
It's not the bishopric anymore, so that's one thing.
Thanks for announcing that. I didn't think that's not something that should be celebrated, but I mean, I'm looking forward to.
I'm celebrating for you.
I'm looking forward to my new calling that I don't know what it is yet, but yeah, personally, this is so much fun for me. You know, I love BYU football. I love being a coach here, and media day, all that comes with it. I love it. So if you ever see me, BYU fans know that they see me, we can hang out and talk, and so there's nothing about it that's really difficult for me.
You gonna keep that hat on for other interviews?
You know what would really match the hat if I had a mask? That's my best look.
Yeah,
So,
the
yeah.
mask.
The mask?
Yeah,
The superhero
I
look?
might just bring the mask back just for the sake of people not having to look at me.
Oh, you do look tough.
I do, huh?
Yeah, you look
okay,
tough.
well,
You look tough with the mask.
With like a
keep the
Bane
hat.
mask, yeah.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
We're done with masks here.
All right.
Yeah,
Hey,
we're-
why don't you hang out with us for a little while longer? We'll talk Built for Life and
Let's do it.
have some friends join us in Studio C.
Let's do it. Thank you.
All right.